Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off moisturizing our face. And the moisturizer that I use is this Oil of Olay Regenerous Luminous Tone Perfecting Moisturizer Cream. And you can use any cream that you want, but this is just the one I've been using. Pretty much because I have a lot of uneven spots on my face and I've been trying to like even them out, and this is supposed to do that. So the next thing I do is I put my BB cream on, or this is called a CC cream. It's Color Correction Care Cream, and it has an SPF in it, so that's why I like to put it on before my makeup, just so I have that SPF to protect my face from the sun all day. Because like I said, I have like these dark spots and they get worse when I'm in the sun, so I try to block the sun rays out. Take my MAC Fix Plus spray and just give my face a spray, a couple squirts, and let that dry. I use Maybelline Instant Age Rewind primer, and I'm gonna just put that all over my face, and this just fills in fine lines and wrinkles and pores and just kind of smooths everything out to make my foundation and my makeup apply effortlessly. I'm going to put my foundation on, and today I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. And I actually have like a fake tan on right now, so this might be too light, so I might have to mix it. Yeah, it's kind of light. I'm going to mix this with my True Match concealer, and this one's in N6. I think my last video that I used this, I said N9, but I was wrong. And you don't have to use two foundations. I'm just using two because the first one I just used didn't match my skin color. And then you're just gonna blend it in using your beauty blender or your foundation brush or your hands, whatever works for you. And if you're wondering why I'm looking towards this way, it's because my monitor's there, and that's what I'm looking at to do my makeup. My husband was like, you need to look at the camera all the time when you're talking to people, and I was like, I need to look at what I'm doing or I'll come out like a clown. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna contour and highlight our face, and I'm using my True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer. I look at this and read it all the time, and I still can't get it right, but that's okay. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on my under cheekbones, under my neck. And what this does is it causes a shadow. If you have like a double chin, or just you feel like this part like hangs down a little bit, if you put a shadow on it, it gives the illusion that you don't have one as bad. Here, here. So if you have a larger forehead and you want it to appear smaller, this is a good way to help you achieve that illusion. Same as if you have a wider nose and you want to make it seem smaller, you can contour your nose with the darker concealer and just blend all that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our lighter shade in this L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer, and we are going to highlight our face. And I'm going to draw an upside down triangle here. I'm going to go over my lids, here, down my nose, here, 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 even right here. On top of that, I'm going to put my MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost, and I'm just gonna dab it over those spots as well. And you don't have to do that, you can just highlight with the concealer crayon, but I'm just doing the extra step because that's what I do sometimes. Not always, but most of the time. Now if you have some red in your face, when I was pregnant I had like broken blood vessels around my nose. If you have like a blemish that's red and you want to get rid of it, if you get a green concealer and you put that on it before you put your foundation on and just like blend it in a little bit, that would cancel out the red. I know it sounds crazy, but the green cancels out the red. Just a little tip for you. We're going to set it with a powder. And this is very important because you always want to set your foundation and your concealer with a powder, so it doesn't move or slide around, or if you sweat during the day, it won't crease. It just will stay exactly where you put it. Then you're going to take a matte bronzer, and I use Give Me Sun from MAC, which I need to get a darker one because I kind of have a tan right now, and this one doesn't really show up as much, but obviously the darker your bronzer, the more contoured your face will be. So for now, we're just gonna use this one. And you're gonna take a brush, and you're gonna go over all the places that you contoured with your crayon concealer. And what this is doing is it's giving dimension to your face, so it's just not one flat color, because nobody's face is just one flat color. Everybody has different shadows on their face. That's why if you want to make your face look as natural as possible, you should contour and highlight. Otherwise you'll look like you have like a cartoon face. Then I'll do my blush. I'm going to use this blush from MAC called Stay Pretty. It looks like this. I'm just going to apply it to the cheek. And now I'm just going to go over that blush color with this color, A Whole Lot of Love from MAC, because I didn't really like how that looked. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paint pot from MAC and Painterly, and I'm just going to prime my eyes. And the eye primer helps eyeshadow to blend easier. It prevents creasing. Sometimes that will happen in the summer when you're sweating a lot. Your eye makeup tends to like crease right where you open your eye, and that's annoying. You spend all this time doing your makeup. Who wants their eye makeup to look creasy? So that just helps it kind of stick and stay there and not move. I'm going to set that. This color from MAC, Blank Type. And now I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I'm using my Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's how I do my foundation and prime my face and get it ready for the rest of my makeup, like my eye makeup and my lips and everything. This is like my base. This is what holds everything together. And you don't have to do this. This is just what I do. I don't do this. I don't do all these steps every single day, but most of the time I do. I know you might be saying, wow, that's a lot of steps, but you could skip a couple. If you don't want to do your BB cream, you don't have to do your BB cream. You don't want to do your contour with your concealer crayon, you can just contour with just a powder, you know? You can just skip some steps. I won't judge you. And then you're going to take a matte bronzer and you're going to...
I want to take a nap.